So this is a modified, what I would find as a more appropriate version of what kealuvsgreg was doing at about, wait, what was it? It was like 1 minute 11-ish seconds, and in her video, and it's a variation of the camel pose, I guess you would call it in yoga lingo, and what I do at the very end, we call it triple camel. Just, I don't know why, we just do. But this doesn't really have any particular name, so I don't want to start making up stuff to confuse anyone. I'm actually not very warm for this position. Usually I can straighten my arms all the way, just due to the fact that I haven't stretched in a long time, and I'm kind of getting back in shape since show season's starting up again. Notice that I just put my legs together, and that's going to intensify the stretching in your lower back, but it'll also help amplify the stretching in your upper back. And I notice, for me, if you notice how I flex my feet, kind of curled my toes under my legs, seems to help me get that stretch in the lower back. And so if you go ahead and grab your feet the way I am now, and straighten your arms as much as you can, it'll really go into your upper back and shoulders, which is my personal weakness, which is why it didn't look so good. And then I took a break, and now I'm coming back down, and now I think I'm going to go into what I call triple camel. This move has seen better days. I'm not doing it very well, but I think you guys get the basic idea of how to do it. kealuvsgreg, I don't think you're quite ready for this. To be honest, I'm still kind of working on this trick. The idea is that it helps you train for triple fold. But that's ultimately what you want to get to, from what I saw in 111. But please, for the love of God, don't smash your face into the bed like you were doing in the video, because that's just please don't, because it's not good. It's never good to smash your face, even if it doesn't hurt. Believe me. Okay, next we have, okay, come on, video. Why isn't it working? There we go. We have, okay, I'm moving the camera. Oh, okay. So this, well, we kind of see this in your video in a few times, where she's kind of in this seal position is what I call it. We call it seal, and she's arching back, and like I personally, a lot of people, it's part of being a contortionist is being able to identify what parts of your back are more flexible and whatnot. And I was able to tell that she has a very you, however I should be referring to you. You have a very nice neck and upper back, which allows you to have an easier time bringing, arching your neck back and touching your feet to your face or whatever. I have a harder time because my neck and my upper is my weakness. You can tell that my middle back, which is right here, is the point that's sticking out the most, and that's actually my good side. And my hips are about right there. And you can tell where my upper back is bending at about where my chest is. And that's my neck. So here, this is kind of a variation of what you could be doing. Actually, I'm going to rewind a little bit. Notice how when I first start, I'm grabbing just one foot. That's usually how you start. If you're having a hard time grabbing the second foot, it's a good idea. You might want to just focus on grabbing the one foot first and just extending it as far back as you can, and just getting used to doing that on either side before going ahead and grabbing both sides, because sometimes what happens is someone might not be flexible enough in their hips, or they might not have the strength to keep their body up, and when they grab the second foot, and they'll just flop forward, which is something I think you might need to work on as well, because I noticed that your hips and lower back are probably your weak point, and that's probably what you're going to have to work on a lot. So if you can get to this point, then it's going to really work your lower hip, your lower back. Notice where my hands are placed. They're kind of placed right below my ankle. So right now I'm kind of just warming up. But what's going to happen is you're going to want to start extending your legs whenever I do that. soon. Where do I do it? Okay, so I think I'm starting to extend. I'm getting ready to. Notice I'm sliding my hands down, so that the further down you slide your hands, the more it's going to go into your middle back and your upper back. And so I'm working that first, obviously, because my upper back is weaker. And then in a second, I'm going to transition into my lower back by moving my hands up. So you see I'm still sliding them downwards, which is really going to help this part of my back, right here. And then there's a point where I let go of my hand, of one of my feet. See, I went even lower there. So really just, so right here, I'm going to go and grab, see how I just grabbed up there again? So that's going to go into this part of my back, and it's really going to help make this a straight vertical line. Right now it's kind of diagonal. We want it to be about there. And so that's going to be really intense too. The further out you grab, usually the harder it is to get your legs straight, unless you have a really good lower. And vice versa, if you grab lower and your upper isn't very good. And so now I'm just pulling my feet in and really trying to get that stretch in my full body. This next thing I'm about to go into, it's called, we would call it circle, but it might have another name in other parts of the country or whatever. And basically I'm just grabbing my feet like so. Notice how my knees are together, or at least as together as they can be, and then I separate them right there. The difference is when you have them together, I'll play it again because it's a very short clip. When you have them together, it's actually gonna be harder. When you start working on circle, which is a pretty easy trick, and I think you can get it, you're probably gonna end up with your legs together. But if you're ever gonna start basing people that do handstands on top of you and whatnot, you're gonna have to keep your legs together for your safety and for the person you're basing safety, just for stability. If you ever decide to go that far with contortion. There's definitely a bunch of different ways of getting that second leg around. For me, it's a little more of an issue, so I just grab it like that, and then, you know, just get into the position. It's pretty easy. It's pretty relaxing too. If you hold it for too long, it might, you might get the feeling like your knees being pulled out of your socket or something, because I know that I feel that sometimes when I'm basing. This particular trick I considered a modification of what I saw at about 4 minutes and 15 seconds in your video, although it's not very the same, because you start twisting your body in some crazy way that I can't even do. So I mean, I give you props for that, because I can't even, that was crazy what you did. That it was pretty intense, especially when you, like, I don't know, you had like your elbow bent to the opposite side of your body. Anyways, so those are the few tricks. I didn't really cover much of what you did. I probably would have, but my back was not participating in contortion today. I don't think it really was in the mood. Partly because I'm still getting back into the training thing, so it's kind of still tight. But, you know, it'll be good. And good luck with your contortion. I hope this helped, and if you have any more questions or anything, I could probably respond in text, but unless it's something significant, I could probably do it on video. And perhaps I'll do more of these. I think that they're fun. Now that I'm doing one, it seems fun, and I like talking to the camera more than I thought I did. Okay, see you later. Goodbye, kealuvsgreg, and all the other YouTubers that end up watching this video. And until next time, this is Nico 016.